Did NPTEL team has received any document this year for the doubts?
Not yet, sir.
Okay. Okay. Indranil Roy or Kundinya, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. So, hi Indranil. Do you have any doubts in the course? How is it going? Or anything you want to know or discuss?
Sir, I have a doubt in the section TEM, sir.
Where? What is the doubt?
TEM. In the
TEM.
portal.
Okay. Yes,
Yes.
TEM. Yes, transverse electromagnetic mode. Yes, huh.
Sir, actually, I did not understand that what is the TEM process and how it is doing.
Or how it works, the TEM particularly, right? Okay, I can, I think, go to one of those lectures and tell about that. Just give me 2 minutes, huh? Let me open one of the slide. Okay, just a minute. Okay, fine. I have got it. Let me share my screen and I'll explain to you. So I hope my screen is visible to you, right?
Yes, sir.
So transverse electromagnetic mode describe the shape of the energy distribution in the beam cross section as you see here. So this is if we consider as x-axis and this we consider as y-axis. TEM00 means there is zero number of non-illuminating points along the x direction and zero number of non-illuminating points along the y-axis. As you see that it's a just perfect dot. There is no non-illuminating point. While if you see TEM10, it means there will be one non-illuminating point along x-axis and there will not be any non-illuminating point along the y-axis. So if you look at the y-axis, it is everywhere same. While along the x-axis, there is one white region here, right? So here the black shows the illuminating region and white shows the non-illuminating region. Correct. So again, in this case, this is TEM301. That means there will be 3 non or 0 illumination points along x-axis. So you can count in this case. Let me make it a bit larger. Right. And you can see this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Right. And along y-axis, how many? This is the 1 along the y-axis. You see this line? If it would be 2, what would have happened? There will be one more non-illuminating point here. If it would be 3 along the y-axis, there will be one more over there. Correct. And now this is telling us that this is a combination of TEM10 and 01. 10 means, like I said, there will be one non-illuminating point along x-axis. So if I go in x-axis, there is one non-illuminating spot here. Similarly, if I go in y-axis, I'll see another non-illuminating point in the same direction. Hence, it's a combo, and that's the donut shape beam. So, am I able to answer your question, Indranil?
Yes, sir. Got it.
Could you understand it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Good. If you have few more doubts, please feel free to ask. I think one more learner, Tamanna, has joined. So, good evening. If you have, Tamanna, any doubt, please feel free to ask, or you can discuss, give us the feedback about the course. Okay, how are the opportunities for research in additive manufacturing? Okay, yes, there is a good opportunity for any field. I mean, additive manufacturing is an area where uh, even if you are a material scientist, you can still work on additive manufacturing. If you are finite element expert, still you can work in additive manufacturing. If you are like name anything, if you are even thermal engineering guy and you work in heat exchangers, for example, still you can utilize additive manufacturing for the same. So this is going to be or it is actually not only uh, like you need to work or do research in additive manufacturing. I do not find many researchers those really do research in additive manufacturing, but there are many users of additive manufacturing. They utilize it in their field or in their domain. If you talk about core additive manufacturing researcher, they will then work in any of the additive manufacturing processes, any, and they will be able to uh, take care of all the processes starting from them CAD CAM. They should understand the slicing, they should understand the area filling till any process, the hybridization, even the single process. Then it may be a researcher in additive manufacturing side when they are developing the new AM processes. But if you're going to do research in material science, for example, and you are like expert in high entropy alloys, then additive manufacturing will help you in making those high entropy alloys in real life. Hmm. So yes, it is everywhere nowadays, additive manufacturing, and that's why it's so popular. It has good research potential. Yes, it is. I hope I could answer your question, Kundania. Okay. So, Tamanna, do you have any questions? Okay, Kundania, you got it. Good. Indranil, your mic is working. Why don't you just speak?
Yes, sir. I've been query with galvanometer beam correction portion. If you say one more time, galvanometer beam correction portion in lecture number 4.
Galvanometer beam correction. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so you want to understand how it works, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
So I'll not go into the math. It will take a lot of time, but I'll explain to you. Don't worry. Hai na? So it is like you have a beam, right? Laser beam. And when it is falling exactly vertical on this plane, it is exactly perpendicular. There won't be any issue. If you cut the beam, what is falling on that bed perpendicularly is perfect circular cross section. Correct? But now, if the galvanometer reflected away, right? Then what will happen if you cut the beam that time? instead of the circular cross section, you will get an ellipse or elliptical cross section. Correct. So you have to do beam correction. How do we do beam correction? Anna? Now to do beam correction, there are two issues here. One, the laser is falling at an angle. We have to somehow make sure that it falls in a vertical position. So what earlier they used to do long back when the SLA machine came into picture, they used to make a very large height of the machine. And the height was not because of anything else, but due to this. Because what happened if the height is larger, it can scan a larger radius of the sphere, right? In which it will be having the same focal point. The diameter of the spot will be same, correct? So at least error will be less. Higher you go, error will be less. It is like our Earth. You can create a nice flat surface because our Earth radius is very big, right? So same analogy was used earlier. Now, but nowadays what they do along with galvanometer, they use nice lenses, set of lenses to correct the beam shape. Now, what are those lenses? The first one is called as F theta lens. Okay, so F theta lens maintain the focal point, right? When the theta changes. So if I am deflecting it, the focal point remain in the circle only, right? Oh, sorry, on the plane. It remains on the plane. The focal point is maintained. That means diameter of the beam will be same, but due to geometric distortion, like the beam is even having the same diameter at this point, right? The focal point has not changed, but due to projecting the beam at an angle, it will become an ellipse. So for that, after the F theta lens, they use another lens, which is called as. No, I'll let you know the name of that particular lens, which is used after the F theta lens, and that used to project the light which is falling at an angle perpendicular to the bed. So that set of lens is typically being used, huh? And that is how they correct the beam. I hope I could answer that. Now let me tell you the name of that lens because I forgot the exact name of that lens. Give me a minute. Okay. Yes. So first is yes, the F theta lens and yes, telecentric lens, right? So when telecentric lens is combined with F theta lens, then only the projection is nice and perpendicular. Let me share the screen and show it to you one more time. So if you look at here, right? If you use F theta lens like this, only F theta lens, the light is getting projected, is still getting projected on the target plate at an angle. But the focal point is going to be same, even if it get projected here, because it's just linearly function of theta. But the good point is now if what we don't want this even the same diameter beam to be projected at an angle. We want it to be projected 90° only. So for that, the telecentric F theta lenses are used. The combination or the telecentric F theta lens. In that case, what happened when beam falls into it, it makes sure that it falls further on the target in a perpendicular manner only. Correct. That's how they correct the beam. I hope I could answer this your question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good.
Okay. So any other questions? I think somebody is typing. Let me. Uh, okay. We can wait for a few more minutes. So, Mindranil, are you able to solve the assignments?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So there are no doubts in the assignments. The questions are solvable by looking at the lecture. Are you having any difficulty in that?
No, sir. Actually, in problem solving session, sir discussed the same related problem. Like,
Okay, in the problem solving, the TAs are discussing, right?
yes, sir.
Okay, so that's the helpful thing. Good. Okay, Tamanna saying yes, sir. Do you have any questions, Tamanna?
Actually, sir, I forgot my doubt because
It's not an
a long
issue.
time ago I
You can
studied.
always, that's not an issue. You can always type your doubt and send an email to our account, right? And I'll reply to that email, or my TA will reply to that email as soon as possible, and we'll clear our
Yeah,
doubts.
sir. Actually, during while you were teaching us Inky Skype, there you saved something in. You saved something. I don't know where did you saved it. That was my doubt, and I left it then. I'll mail
No, I could
you.
not.
So
I saved what? I saved the file. I was giving a demo.
yeah, sir.
Okay. Was it in a software?
Yes, sir.
Acha, so I was saving. I don't know. I might have saved many files. So STL. Do you have doubts in STL?
Oh, yes, sir. But actually, I forgot that. I'll mail you, sir. Sorry for that.
No issues. No issues. No, fine. You can write email to us, and we'll be happy to reply. Okay.
Yeah, okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So shall we wait for 5 more minutes? CT, the NPTEL team. Okay. If you have any doubts, please let me know. I am here.
Sir, actually, till lecture number 4, I have no doubt, but actually lecture 5 I did not open, so I don't know that person actually.
Okay, fine, no issues. You can watch the 5th lecture, and still, if you have any doubts, feel free to write to us, and we'll be happy to reply.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hey, one more learner has joined. I think Rahul Sharma. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. This is
Yes,
Rahul
Rahul.
Sharma.
Yes, Rahul. So do you have any doubts?
Sorry, sir, I haven't went through the lectures. I have just joined and previously also. Sir, yeah.
How are you solving the assignments?
No, sir, I haven't seen any one of them right now. I'm sorry for that. Actually, sir, I am looking very enthusiastic about this technology of this AM. So I have just joined and I will continue after this.
Sure. All the best, Rahul.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Fine. So I think one more learner has joined. Alok, do you have any doubt? Okay, Tamanna has a doubt. Should I learn SolidWorks? So yes, why not, Tamanna? That always helps. Not SolidWorks. So you can learn any CAD package. And if you learn any CAD package, it is going to be really helpful for the entire course, because CAD is the first step in additive manufacturing. You should know CAD. So yes, you should learn. Correct. So learn any CAD package. Need not to be SolidWorks, but learn any CAD package. It's important. Yes. It will be easy for you then to understand many things. Okay. It's okay. Alok, if a mic is not working, you can type that out if you have any. Yes, what is the doubt? I have a question in assignment 2. Which question? 2. Okay. Let me see. I do not have right now the assignments with me. I'll look right now, but I think similar problem we might have solved. So let me find if I can have that. So you can do one thing. As I don't know exactly the question because I don't have the assignments right now with me. You can type this question and send this to or you can email to us. You know the email ID to which you need to send. Okay. So more than 2 by 3 surface area will require support. Less than 1 by 4 solution, less than relation, more than 5 will require support. So by the problem, it looks like 45 degree, right? So 45 degree means it is above. Even the triangles, those are faced up, required the support. So I need to check and come back. Is it really 45 written there or it's something else? So I'll come back to that. First thing, of course, we usually measure if this is the build direction, we measure the angle from build direction to facet normal, and if it is beyond 90 degree required support, but I need to see the nomenclature I used, and then I'll come back. Okay, if it is measured from the horizontal axis, which is definitely not the build direction. So, but if that is the question and we can't do anything as it doesn't make any practical sense. 45 degree if it is required, that means those triangles, those are even having angle more than 45. So it's like definitely more than half. I'll tell you the exact answer. I'll look into it and I'll check this. So just send me an email with this question and the email ID. This is the email ID, right? Forum pe mention karenge. Forum pe. Discussion forum. Okay, you can mention it on discussion forum. Mention your doubt on discussion. Okay, you put here. Fine. So mention your doubt on discussion forum, we'll reply. So your doubt is like you are selecting an answer which is not correct and you think it is correct. Okay, fine. You can type that on discussion forum and we'll reply. Oh, I was mute. I was saying it seems like B should be the correct option. But I'll check this question once again because this 45 degree from build direction should be actually 135 degree from build direction. I need to check. And that is the case, then I think B should be the correct option. Okay, if there are no more doubts, I think can we stop here and NPTEL team, or shall we wait for some more time?
So you can wait for a few more minutes, sir.
Okay. One more candidate has joined. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay, I think Alok, I can explain this question now. Let me share the screen. You can still post it on the forum. So if, for example, this is your build direction, that is plus Z. So if there is a triangle, for example, which is at this location right now, and this triangle is having a facet normal, which is like this. So I think in this question, there is a typo. We were mentioning 45° from here, but this is not the thing written in the question. This is what should be mentioned. So that question should be written as if the angles are more than 35°. The facet normal, this is the facet normal. If this is more than 35°, then how many? Then you can select the correct option. So as this is sphere, right? Spheres, we are talking about 1/4 of it, right? Because this is 45°, this is 90°, this is 45°, this is another 45°, correct? So the portion will require the support will be in this case, this one. This portion will require support. Similarly, on another half, I'm just drawing the symmetry. So if you want to draw it completely, it will look something like this. So this portion will require support. Okay. So I think it should be 135. We'll check for this typo. And it does not make any sense because if there's a triangle and this is the build direction, for example, plus Z, and your build direction is plus Z, and we are saying that the triangle with 45° required support, what I don't think it make any sense, because if this angle is 45°, definitely this triangle will not require support. So it should be either 135 as per the question, or it should be written the angle from horizontal axis or something. But I'll look into it. और इसको अगर typo है तो we need to correct. Either it is horizontal axis or it is. So we are going to look into it. Okay. Just Kirat. Good evening. If you have any doubt, please ask.
Good evening, sir.
Yes.
I want to ask one question from the first assignment. The question is that how many triangles are required to exactly represent a pentagonal prism?
To represent a
Pentagonal prism.
pentagonal prism. So ठीक है, it's
Yes.
easy, right? Pentagonal prism. So fine. Let us start with a simple case, and then we'll come to the pentagonal prism. So, okay. It's not working. Just a minute. Yes. So you want to know about pentagon, right? Just kidding. I'm not able to hear you. Jaskrit,
Yes, sir.
you want to know about pentagon, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine. So how many triangles will be required exactly to represent this polygon? That is the pentagon. Exactly. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Correct, na?
Yes, sir.
Right. And then we are going to lift it up. So there will be one more of this kind. Correct? On the top. Are you getting it? This is, for example, how it is going to look like, na? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So correct, na? Something like this.
Yes, yes.
Something
So,
like
sir, 3 for the top pentagonal face and 3 for the bottom. That's 6, right?
wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. So yes, sir. How many? Then on the top, how many required? 3. Bottom, how many?
3.
3. So total 6 हो गया अभी, and then plus how many required for the side faces? What are those
I
side
think
faces?
they are rectangles and each rectangular face requires 2 triangles.
2 triangle for each rectangle, na?
Yes, yes, sir.
So how many side faces are there? 1, 2,
5.
3, 4, 5. 5 into 2, 10. I think 16. Is it correct?
Sir, but in the assignment, the correct option is marked as 20.
The answer is 20.
Yes, yes. I
Just
think they
that.
are dividing the top face in 5. I don't know that will it work or not. That's why I wanted to confirm.
Just a minute. Let me see. I know why it is happening. Just a minute, huh?
Yes, yes, sure.
Minimum should be 16. It appears. Which problem it is? Is it in the assignment?
Yes, sir, it's question in first assignment. Wait a minute, I'll let you know the question number also.
I'll look into it. No. I'll check, and can you type this same doubt on discussion forum? It will be good for everyone. Na?
I have typed this doubt and I got a reply that please rewatch the lecture videos. I have already written this.
What you got the reply?
that please rewatch the lecture videos in where this is being explained.
I could not hear you properly. Can you repeat?
They are saying that please rewatch the lecture videos where this topic is being explained.
Acha, don't worry. Don't worry. You please type it again.
Okay.
I'll look into it. Huh?
Okay.
Just we'll look into it again. And if there will be any further clarification, I'll let you know. Let me see. Some packages does
Actually,
this funny
I
thing.
was like dividing the triangle from the top portion that the where the triangle forms in the pentagon top portion.
Yeah.
I was drawing two lines from that same point. Like you have drawn it from a point in the rectangle. I drawn
I
these
know,
two
but the
lines from the
question,
triangle.
like you said, question says minimum, right?
I'm not. They haven't used the word minimum. I think.
No, then this is wrong. Not like I did here, right? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4 and 5. You can have 5 triangles also to represent this pentagon. 5 on top, 5 on bottom, 10 and the remaining 10, 20. But no, if minimum is asked, this should be the answer. 16. Okay. Or we can do one more thing. Let me see how many triangles SolidWorks is going to give me. But that seems to be like 16 is the right answer. But let me do it in SolidWorks right now. Okay, it is open. To start a new part, we'll make a pentagon here. And we'll save it as a STL file and see. Should be, of course, 16 if it is not going to do a funny thing. Okay, so let me take a pentagon directly from here. This is the polygon. And I'm going to have center here and this. Okay. Just a minute. And I have 5. This is okay. And we will have some dimensions also. Fine. Let it be. Correct. If I save it now as STL file. $16 is the answer, sir. We will correct it if it is wrong there. I have not seen it. I'll look into it and correct if it is wrong.
It's question number 17.
Of assignment 2, right?
One.
Noted. Thank you,
Okay.
Justin.
Okay.
Thank you for finding it out.
Okay, welcome.
So is there an option 16 there or there is no option there at all? Oh, sorry. In the question.
There is no 16 option, but there is an option none of the above, so that should be the correct option.
Yes, of course, that should be the correct. We'll look into it.
And sir, actually, I also wanted to know one more thing, that in the final exam, what could be the ratio of the numericals and the multiple choice theory based questions?
I think it is 70-30, right? What do you say? Multiple choice? All will be multiple choice only. Don't worry.
Yes, yes. I'm asking about the theory based questions only and the numericals in which we have to perform the calculations.
So I think I cannot tell that. I mean, I don't know. So it will be not out of syllabus, of course. That I can assure you. And if you are doing assignments with in such a detail, I mean, you will be very easily able to crack the exam. But do the assignment sincerely, like you're doing.
Okay, sir.
Oh, that is huge. Indrani, laser curing process for multi-bit for different value of K. Sir, you could please explain briefly for one more time. I will explain. Fine. Okay, look here. So what happened? I'll just briefly explain to you. That's maths you can of course look into again. So
Yes, sir.
if
Math I can do, sir. Only the graph showing for different values of k. So please.
yes, I'll explain. Okay, the theory is okay for you, right? That's what you are saying.
Yes, sir.
So if, for example, one pulse is falling of the laser, how will it look like? How will it cure? It will cure something like this, correct? That will be nice Gaussian distribution. Nice. Then the K is nothing but the percentage of the overlap. For example, the next pass is falling here. In that means the peak will be here, and that is how it is going to make the next laser pass. Right? The pass is in this direction. They are in this direction. Now what happened? Here at this location, the energy given by the left one and the right one are going to be multiplied by, I mean, they are going to be add on, right? They will add up. Sorry. So if, for example, the energy here is, say, let me write in a much better manner. If, for example, this is the first pulse, and let us say, I'm just picking one point, maybe this point here, the energy is 2. Here the energy is 1. Here the energy is 0.5. Correct. Now, if there's another pulse falling onto it, right? It looks like this, the next pulse or the next pass, not pulse. That looks like this. Correct. And this is the axis for that. And in that case also, there will be 2 plus 2 or something. Here it will be 1 plus 1. Correct. Here it will be 0.5 plus 0.5. Correct. Something like this. So the total energy falling onto the bead will increase, right? And this valley will fill up like this, correct? Because it will cure more this portion as well, because the overlapping zone going to increase the available energy for curing the part, right? And hence it will become flat. Now, if this distance K, which is the proportional to K, is going to be lesser or lesser or lesser, what will happen? This will bulge out also. There will be a time that the sum energy or the energy which is getting summed up on the overlaps will be even higher than the peaks, and hence it will bulge out like this. And if it is too far away, if the two passes are like this, maybe the first is here and the second is really far away like this, what will happen? The overlap energy will not be much, so there will be small hump here, but there will be a big valley here, right? So that's the importance of K. Here it is very, very larger K, right? And I think here it is very smaller value of K. I am assuming right now K is going to be nothing but the distance, but more proportional to distance. Do you get it?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear, Indrani?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hello, sir. So shall we
Yes.
get one more interactive session with you in further?
Why not? We should have.
Okay.
Maybe NPTEL team will let you know when the next live session can be.
Okay. Sir.
When can we have the next live session? May I know, NPTEL team?
Yes, sir, in September, sir.
Okay, so we'll meet again in September, or you want to meet earlier?
No, sir. It's fine.
Okay, one more doubt. Few lines of a triangle from the code of ASCII format of an STL file are 220 find 242 and -44 -2. Find out the unit vector in the direction of the facet normal of the triangle. No, the answer is correct. Acha. So type string. I answered this. Acha. So let's check this. ठीक है. Can easily find out the facet normal. You need to just do the cross product and then find the unit vector. Are you sure you have got the unit vector? Can you let me know? Your answer is which one? The one written there? Which one is your answer? Sir, I answered this magnitude is same. Okay. Oh, I got your doubt. I got your doubt. So it was a question where you need to type the answer, right? Not it. There were not multiple choice, right? If I'm not wrong. Sir. No MCQ. हाँ ठीक है, I got it. So this has to be looked into. I think ठीक है, Alok, I understood your question. You are saying the answer we are writing is like 4 by root over 5, 352, and you write it in decimal, and then your answers are not matching. Of course, it won't, and it is saying that answer is wrong. I got your point. We will discuss it with the NPTEL team, because in that case also the answer should be considered. But then I don't know how we can have, or how can we accept both, like with root over as well as with decimal. Am I right? How the type there? No, but in assignment, he's saying it's not MCQ. Is there a question which is not MCQ? There are questions, no? It was MCQ? So you can check the links. I'll take 10 more. Huh? I think I don't think we gave any question which is not MCQ. All questions will be MCQ, definitely in exam. So somebody else, maybe Jiskrat, can you assignment 1 question 16? Let me see if I have it. I'm not sure if I have it right now here, but let me see if I have. I'll let you know. Okay, question number. Yes, it is not MCQ. You have to type. Question number 16. They can type root over there, root over something. They cannot type.
They can type, sir, but इस format में type करने की 1 by root ऐसे
There's no option.
simple text can be written.
Okay. Fine, Alok, we'll look into it. Your answer is correct, so don't worry. This is not an error. It's just some software issue. We'll let you know. Your answer is correct. If it is magnitude is 1 and if you are saying that 4 divided by or 8 divided by root over 552 is equivalent to 0.42401432, it is okay. It is okay. And maybe the software issue, we'll look into it. We'll look into this problem. Just type in the forum. Type in the forum the same thing. Let me also do calculation of that. Three 52 root over and 1 divided this into. Yes, it is correct. Yeah, the answer 0.4264. Yeah, it is correct. It's just the way it is writing. We'll check it. Okay, we'll look into it, Alok. Look it. If you have any such doubts, please feel free to share. Those software related issues, we'll figure it out. And yes, just I think all will be MCQ in the final exam. Let me check once, but I think all are going to be. Okay. Yes. Okay. No. There will be like one or two questions where you need to type the integer as the answer or maybe the double as an answer, but not many. Hardly 4 or 5. Just single decimal answer. Of course, we will look into it. Don't worry, Jaskrit. I don't know how this 4 over root over 352 was considered. We will never consider such problem in end semester examination. It will be preferably integer, or if not integer, it will be mentioned that it is double. Write it up to 2 place or 1 place. We will write that. Don't worry. And there will be a way to correct it. Don't worry. If that happened and we find such discrepancy in the final thing, we give bonus or we take care of that. If we find any wrong question in the final exam, or not wrong, it's not wrong. It's like with such issues. So don't worry. We'll definitely look into it. Okay, then I think if there are no more doubts, we can stop here, or you can definitely write any doubts on the forum anytime. We'll look into that. Those questions which you highlighted today, those typos we'll check, and if there are any corrections to be done, we'll ensure that it is considered. Okay. Okay, then I think the NPTEL team, can we stop here now?
Yes, sir. Can stop, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you everyone for joining. See you next month.
Thank you, sir.